Right, we are live now. I'm going to share this into Empower You Energy Healing. If you want to share it onto your Chakra page as well, please, Sam.
I will.
And you'll find us on my timeline in case you're wondering where we are. On my profile, rather.
There we go. Should be on now.
Oh, yeah, you've shared that. That was rather quick. Yep, and I've shared that into Empower You Energy Healing. Ooh, we've got people jumping on already. Welcome to you all. Let's get going, shall we? So a warm welcome to everyone on this fine Sunday morning. Today on the show, we're talking chakras and how we know if we have an imbalance, the effect they can play on our health and their impact in ramping up our manifestations. You'll also be treated to a live guided meditation on how to balance your chakra system, so that's well worth sticking around for. My guest has a thriving practice in Bury, which is near Manchester, and has the Chakra Room, which is home to talks, workshops, many therapies, Qigong classes, and the list goes on. She's also well versed in modalities such as Reiki, NLP, reflexology, Japanese massage, Ho'oponopono, crystal healing. She's a spiritual mentor and is joining me today. Give a warm welcome to Sam Whittaker, everybody. Sam, thanks for joining me.
Hi, thanks, Danny. At last.
Excellent. Yeah. At last, yes. We've got lots of people jumping on. We've got Janet Braley saying good morning to you, Janet. Thank you for joining us. Got Lynn
Hi, Janet.
Long time no see. She's saying morning, Danny and Sam on this full moon. I didn't know it was a full moon, so there you go.
Yeah.
Katie Smith saying morning, good morning, Katie. And Amanda.
Kathy, yeah.
Hi, Amanda. Good to see you on this live stream. We encourage your questions and your comments as we move forward for Sam. It helps this video to be shown to more people. So I want to start by asking you, Sam, what prompted you onto your spiritual path and then into like service work as a practitioner?
From before school, before quite a young age, maybe about 3, I can kind of remember seeing energy. That was the first thing, really. I used to be constantly kind of in a world of my own because I could see energy. And the other thing that I used to do is I used to be able to feel adults. That I used to be able to feel their emotions and know if somebody wasn't well and things like that. So that's kind of something that I've always had going on. And then when I got to my late 20s, something like that, mid-20s, I just fancied a career change, and I had a real fascination for reflexology. Sorry, I've got hair. For reflexology, and that was the first in. I went in and trained in reflexology and massage and aromatherapy, a couple of things like that. And as I was doing that work, I realised that I was doing the energy work. So then I moved on to that, and it's just it spirals.
Yeah,
21 years now, I think.
21 years, wow. Talking about the chakras in a moment. But in what year did you open the chakra rooms? The chakra room, sorry.
Well, I worked in different places for quite a while, so I kind of moved around, and there's a lot of places that want to offer holistic and complementary therapies, but I did that in places, and then I think it's probably about 5 or 6 years ago now, I got a tiny little room, and then within a year, I got the place where I am now. So I've been there for, I think, 4 years now. Yeah, so we have treatment rooms, and then a bigger space for the workshops and things like that.
Right, cool. I want to mention Stephen Russell Barefoot Doctor for a moment. He'd be so proud if he was here to see you doing a live stream, and so I just want to bring a little bit of him in for a moment, and I'm sure he's be looking down on you, looking down on us doing this this live stream. He was a huge inspiration and to us and to lots of people. So I know he said he got his guitar down guitars down by his side, before the live stream.
Yeah, it's at the side of me here. Yeah. No, it was fantastic. He was just a force, wasn't he? And he really encouraged. I think he saw a lot of stuff in me that I didn't see, and encouraged that. So it was lovely working with him. It was just so generous. Yeah. I miss him every day.
Absolutely. Yeah. You mentioned before that you see energy. Do you see people's chakras? Do you see your own?
It varies. It varies really, because I flip between. I mainly feel sense. So I think they call it clairsentient, where you kind of, I can put my hands on someone and I'll get a pain in my ear and know that they've got a problem with their ear, or my leg will go funny, or I get that kind of sensation in treatment, and then it varies. Sometimes I'll see it as just light and shade. Sometimes I'll see it as colour. So, but it's more a pull to a certain area usually.
Right, that's interesting. You said before in the live that you're near to 14 chakras, which barely scratches the surface. When did your passion, the enthusiasm, and thirst for knowledge come in about the chakra system? How did that begin?
It's the energy system generally, really. So you start to kind of fit. I suppose it was the I'm aware of them, and I've not done any specific training, just self-taught. So when I was Reiki attunement, it was like a slideshow in order of the colour that came through. So I think I've always kind of seen us and experienced colour when I'm treating people and when I'm treating myself or having a treatment. But this was different. It was very, it was like it was showing me each one. Yeah, so I think that was the first way in. And then when you're doing this work, you get asked a lot about the chakras. I think it's a little bit of a cool thing, because people come to you and say, I think my root chakra's blocked, or I think my heart chakra's blocked, and it's you kind of have to educate yourself because people want to know. So yeah, that's where it went in really. Personally, I would advise anybody not to focus on one chakra. It's not. It should never be that way. Just focus on your energy body in general. So yeah, I think we get a bit caught up in.
So is that the way you see the chakra system?
Yeah.
Feedback.
Yeah. Sorry. It's the way that I see it is that we are energy bodies. The main channel through the center of your body houses the 7 main chakras, and then from those chakras you have like an irrigation system almost. So you've got these lines of energy that come off that they're called nadis or meridians. So I think there's you've got your 7 main chakras. I think there's about 72,000 meridians within the body, and then I think there's it depends on what you read. There's about 114 chakras within the body, and then you've got some just outside of the body in the aura as well. But I'm sure that there's probably more evidence somewhere that tells you something different. But yeah, so aside from your 7 main chakras, you've got chakras in your ears, in your hands, and all other places.
Yeah. So how can we discern if we have an imbalance in our chakra system? Any thoughts on that?
I think the main thing that I would recommend anyone to do if they want to get in touch with it, with the sort of energy body, the chakra system, is to sit, to sit in meditation, and connect to the way that your body feels, because your body is your messenger. It's here to give you the messages that you need regarding your health, your emotions, and everything else, and that's where you're going to feel it. So if you sit in meditation and you've got a tightness in the chest, you know that you've got to work in the heart. If you've got something going on in the stomach, then you know there, or if it's all in your head, you know there. So and then you might it might jump between, because they're all connected, so it may well jump between each one, but it's really self-inquiry, sitting into meditation and inquiring as to what you're feeling and what your needs are from that. It's working with your energies, to me, accessing your needs, and then if you get those needs met, then you bring the balance in. So that could be, for example, if it was the root chakra, if your relationships aren't good, if you're not, if you're struggling with relationships, you may have to look at what it is that are you lonely? What is the sensation that you're feeling? Is it loneliness? Is it disconnected? Are you not being heard? And then you can work on your needs from there.
Yeah, great answer. I've been looking at my root chakra, and I can see it as being muddy. And I literally can't visualize it's bright red. And I now know that means that's because it is muddy. And I should trust my, my interpretation, my voice, if you like, of it. And
yeah.
So if you had, say, a muddy root chakra, how could you go about, balancing that out, or healing it, or releasing that mud?
Well, firstly, your root is your earthly chakra. So being muddy, it may not necessarily be, unless it feels heavy, if it feels heavy. So your lower chakras are kind of the denser chakras, and as you move up the body, they come into lighter frequencies. So with your root chakra, how I would go about balancing that is looking at the feelings that come through. So is it connected to a feeling? And then you have to kind of journal or write what your needs are from there. Every day, I would recommend grounding yourself to really, really connect. Every day I would wake up and I ground my energy, ground to the earth, connect to energy, and I open the heart. Those are the two things that I do every day. I think most people tend to focus on the third eye or the crown, and we had a little chat before, we talked about transcending feelings, but for me it's about connecting to the earth, because we are human, we're having a human experience, grounding that energy, and then opening the heart, because if your heart's open, you are going to go into life, you're going to live a wholehearted life, you're going to live a loving life. So if you're grounded and you're opening the heart, I think you've got pretty much good start to the day. So yeah, I would assess your needs and then practice the grounding every day.
Right. And how do you ground your energy? I know it's a very basic question, but what sort of things do you do to ground?
I do various things. So I do visualization. So I will just visualize energy coming down through the body, straight down. And Stephen explained this to me really well. Don't mess about with all the mud. Go through all the mud and all that kind of stuff. Go straight to the earth. So I just see it as a beam, literally a beam. I go directly to that energy source, because it's right under our feet, this amazing energy source that we can connect to. So you could just do that. It just takes seconds. Using your breath, you could use your breath to kind of drop your energy, become weighted, and do it that way, and then just connect. You can do all the things like visualizing roots coming out of your feet. I just use a straight beam of light. Or you could use a practice like Qigong, which is something that I would do. So if you get into the standing posture of the, call it the standing pole, whatever. There's probably various names, but a standing posture of Qigong. Or you could do a yoga move. I'm not well up on those. So yeah, you could visualize the color. So the root chakra is going to visualize reds or blacks, browns, any of the earthy colors. So,
cool. Thanks for that. So if you just joined us, if you've been on since the start, if you're catching a replay, give us your questions and comments for Sam. Thank you to all the comments that have been coming in so far, but now is your chance to get your question answered. I know I put in one of the adverts that you can use your chakras to your own advantage to ramp up your manifestation desires. How could you go about that?
So with manifesting, I suppose it would be connecting to your, well, you would always need to ground. I would always say with everything, you need to ground your energy always. And then bring your energy in. I like to call it bring your energy home. And then you're going to work with the upper chakras probably mainly for manifesting. So your third eye chakra is what you would class as your perspective, your perception. So you can widen in meditation again, or just going in. You can widen that and then get visual with what it is that you want to manifest. You can create imagery, yeah. And with the third eye and things like that, I always recommend, if you're going to do any kind of manifesting work, get up high, go up a hill and sit and clear the vision almost. And when you take the blinkers off, it's infinite. You can go anywhere in there.
Cool. So do you have you had lots of success of consciously manifesting your desires?
Yeah. It's not well consciously. Yeah, I suppose it would be. You would class it as that. I don't. I think I just kind of do it quite easily now. I just constantly connect to what I need, and I think usually your manifestations are what your needs are, and that is really what your chakra system is about. If you're not addressing the needs that you have, that's the main thing that will put your energy body out. So if you nutritionally, meeting the right, so you're linked. All the chakras are linked to sounds, foods. They've all got that frequency. So if you're eating too many low vibrational foods and things like that, you're gonna whack things up. So it's always about your needs, really, and that is doing the inquiry work, sitting with how you're feeling, and so if you know that your stomach's out, you're not quite feeling right, your energy's low, you're tired, your focus is out. These are all the chakras that are going out of balance, and usually it's because of either something that you're eating or some energy they're absorbing. So it could be food, it could be what you're watching, the people that are around you, that can affect that. So clean up your absorption of things, really.
Great answer. Thanks very much. We've got a question from Lynn. She's asking, do you use vision boards to manifest, Sam?
I have done. Yeah, I have done. When we do the retreats, we often do vision boards, and it's a really lovely way to work with manifesting, because it also gets you clear with what as you're searching for the images and things like that. You know, you might think that you want one thing, when you start looking for it, actually something else comes out at you. So vision boards are really good. So we do that quite often. Journaling is a great way as well. If you kind of just write, when you do the self-inquiry, the sitting with the feelings, write it down, you know, and then work on it every day. You know, this stuff takes work. It doesn't just happen. Manifesting doesn't just happen. It takes work.
Yeah. So that one's for you, Lynn. Question. You've got such experience and the wealth of knowledge. So I want to bring in maybe other aspects of your work. Like, for example, you do Japanese massage therapy. I'm going to show my ignorance here, but I've never had a massage per se before. So do they kind of remove blockages from your meridian system when you're massaging? Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, when you do any kind of treatment, you're moving the energy through the body. So with reflexology, you're using the reflex points to activate that. With massage, you're using the body itself and the fluid in the body, the blood and the water. You're kind of moving all that around, and that gets the energy moving. And you're clearing stagnation that way. With Reiki, using energy itself, using the energy, the universal energy to clear and work with the body's energy. And with acupuncture, things like that, you use the needles. So they're all different ways, and they all work marvelously. People like different ones for different reasons.
Cool. We've got a question from Elaine Sharkey. Thanks for your questions. You're saying what's one thing we can do to lift the global vibration? I've got something to say on that as well, but I'd love to hear from you first.
Open the heart. Open the heart is the main one. For me, it would be to just be compassionate, to always have an open heart, and do everything with love, from love. Whatever you do that way, it can't go wrong. It can't be wrong. You know, you might not necessarily get the outcome that you want, but if you know that it's come from here. I always talk to people when they want to work on the throat chakra and they don't know what to say, and I've done it myself today before we came on here, is to drop your words into the heart before you let them out, because when you do that, you will always speak with love and with the right intention. So it's about intention, really. So if your intention is to always be loving and kind, even on a bad day, and that, you know, it often is the energy when you're not feeling loving and kind, when you're feeling a bit meh, to open heart will dispel that energy and actually bring the lovely feeling back in.
Brilliant answer. I was on Stephen's website last night, and he watching some of the videos on there, and he was talking about his daily routine. He would get into a high vibration, open his heart chakra, like you said, and then right at the end, send love out to the world leaders, you know, different countries, well, regardless of what you might think of them, their policies, send them love to the planet, to war-torn countries, etc. That was his daily routine, his daily practice, which I'm sure helped enormously on some level.
And it's mine as well. It's mine, and it is with everything, with every situation in life. If you can do that, it's a really powerful exercise to do. It's just to do that every day. It connects you to humanity. It connects you to everything, which is, we are all connected. But when you actively connect to everything, your experiences will just be beautiful, much more beautiful.
Got another question I'm loving this. So interactive. Alison Vaughan is asking, how do you reduce absorbing other people's negative energies?
So it would. I have there's a few ways to do this. So you can only accept what you allow yourself to accept. So if you are boundaried with your energy and you've grounded it, you know, if you are grounded, it just won't happen. So you can do different things like put a bubble of energy around you. But I would say really more than anything is to adopt an attitude that you just not accept that, you know, you have this natural aura around you, which is you kind of accepting of everybody's behaviour. You accept everyone as they are. When you accept everyone as they are and you see their energy as theirs and not yours, it's almost like you don't begin to take things personally. So if I didn't do that, because I'm seeing, you know, I've seen thousands of people over the time, and I could absorb all that energy. There's no way I could. So it's like a natural protection that I have. When I ground myself, I connect to this energy, and then I am protected. So, but you can do all different, like before I came here, I did a little smudge of some Palo Santo, so you can use sacred smoke. Just keeping your chi strong is the main way to do it. If you're rooted and grounded, nothing will knock you over.
Brilliant. I like that. I often find as well that when I'm going through a growth phase, that's when I'm impacted more by the energy around me. And it's also worth pointing out as well that if there wasn't something within your energy field that was of a vibrational match, then, you know, so on some level you are a vibrational match to that. So I tend to just like try and observe it, take a step back and just observe it. And like you said, recognize it's not yours, you know, and it can often just start to dissipate as you're observing it, not taking it on as your own boundaries, like you said. So yeah.
Yeah, and also when the heart's open as well, you have compassion for that person's energy. So you can't take it personally then. You kind of just give them that love, and there's healing in that, you know, that they may. Yeah, so you just, I think that it's the compassion really. Now talking about it is when somebody else's energy isn't great, it's because they're going through something, and everybody's going through something at some point. So yeah, send them love and healing.
Yeah, absolutely. Sheburn, thanks, Sam. Really great advice. Great to see you too, Danny. Oh, thanks for that, mate. Thanks for being a part of this.
Thank you.
You've obviously in recent times, it's been a year now. Good God, you've had to adapt to working online instead of being physically doing, you know, your therapies in the Chakra room or at events. So how have you found that transition? How have you found that move to work?
Initially, I had a lot of resistance with it because, you know, I like people. I like being in a room with someone. I like energy, sharing energy. But it's like anything else. Once you do it, it just becomes natural and normal. And it was just lovely to be able to connect with people. The chakra course that I do was actually developed because that's how I could reach people. So that's worked really well online. I'm really looking forward to getting to do it in person again. But yeah, I think I'll probably continue to do that. I've still not taught Reiki online yet. I know people do, but I'm hanging on for that. I think I'll do that. I prefer to do that in person.
Yeah, it's not the same.
Never say never, but yeah.
Yeah. If you had to. Got Cy Harrison, my brother-in-law. He's saying it's lovely listening to your advice from a beautiful, compassionate perspective. Thanks, guys. Oh, bless you. Thanks, Cy. Good to see you on this live stream.
Thank you.
And Elaine saying, during lockdown, Sam formed an amazing, supportive community. There you go. That's lovely to hear.
Yeah, they're amazing. Everyone that comes to the Chakra room or follows the page, they're just, I'm so blessed. And I used to say, Stephen loved all of the people that came as well to the events that I organised. And I said to him one day that I'm just so lucky that I have all these. I don't really have anyone around that comes that I don't think is wonderful. And he just said, that's because you're a mirror. So, you know, the people that come to you are, and I think that's lovely because that they all kind of connect with each other and there's real friendships being made. So it's lovely usually as well.
Amen to that. Yeah. I want to bring in one final question before we go to the guided meditation on chakras. You mentioned that you do a facelift scenario using facial reflexology. You said it's a popular treatment when lockdown restrictions allow.
Oh,
how
yeah.
does that work?
It's a treatment it's called, I'm not keen on the name so much because it's got the word facelift in it. It's called zone facelift because it does give you an aesthetic lift. It does lift the muscles and tones of the skin and the muscles in the face, but it's so much more than that. It's a stunning treatment. There's probably a few people on here that have had it actually. It's facial reflexology, which is a bit unusual because most people relate reflexology to the feet, but actually it's really beautiful treatment to have on the face. So that kind of melts you and gets you into this really deep, relaxed state. You kind of go off into another world altogether. And then we come in with like a Japanese facial massage, and you use like gua sha crystals, different things in that, and it's quite fast massage, and it causes a lot of drainage and cleansing and clearing of the energies around the face and the head. And then it's energy work after that. So it's a bit of shamanic healing, and I sometimes do visualization in it. It's all kinds of stuff, and smoke, smudging, things like that. It's fabulous. It is a really beautiful treatment.
Yeah, I've got some lovely comments coming in. Saying during lockdown and more time, so people search more online and become more spiritual, and understand about their purpose here on this earth plane. Yeah. Grace is here. I've had facial reflex with Sam. It's amazing. Oh, yeah. So we've got a lot of endorsements. You know, when lockdown ends, you'll be able to get signed up with Sam for your facial reflexology. It sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
The last webcam I had, it had filters on, which made it look like I had a Botox. This one's supposed to be the same webcam, but I've taken that filter out. But it used to be quite flattering. Yeah. So I know you mentioned gifting us with a visualization regarding the chakra system. So who's up for that?
Yeah, some of the people that are on may have done this meditation with me a few times because I do it on the chakra course. But it'll give you an idea of how to get into that self-inquiry and do that work. So just
quickly, I'll jump in. Lynn, Sam's based in Bury, like Ramsbottom, which is near Manchester. To answer your question. Yeah. So we've got 26 viewers online on this Sunday
Oh,
morning.
lovely. Mhm.
Whenever you're ready, Sam, what do we need to do? Just relax
Whenever
and
you're
close our
ready.
eyes.
Yeah. If you want to just get comfortable in your seat or wherever you are, and just close your eyes. Yeah. Take some deep breaths. Just come down into your breath and into your body. Relax your belly. Soften your mind. Just feel the support beneath you. Awareness of wherever you're sitting. Just connect your energy with the ground below. Just let the ground, the chair or the bed, wherever you are, and the earth below that, just let it take your weight. Just become aware of any sounds that are around you. Just the household sounds, and just let them be there. Notice any light and shade on the air touching the surface of your body. And have a sense of the sky above you and the horizon stretching all the way around you. And again, the earth that's below you, supporting you. Allow your mind and your body to relax and release what it no longer needs to hold on to just for this moment. And draw your energy in, draw your energy home, and ground yourself in this moment. And begin to sense the space that's around you and breathe with the space. Just be aware of your breath, the rise and the fall. It's coming and going. The sensation and the sound and the temperature. And then just breathe down to where the weight of your body rests, below the base of your spine, to your root. This is your chakra of belonging. It's your chakra of survival. So if you breathe into your roots, just let it soften. And let it gently expand on your breath. Let it take in nourishment and life force energy. And allow your roots to connect down to the ground below, deep into the earth. And inviting the colour red. Bathe your root with red, empowering and embodying and grounding you in the here and now. And let it take what it needs. And when you're ready, allow your awareness to move now, move up to your hara, just below your navel. This is your chakra of emotional intelligence. It brings in choice and creativity and movement and pleasure. Breathe into your hara and let it gently soften and expand on your breath, taking in nourishment and life force energy, and inviting orange, the colour of the setting sun. bathe your hara with this orange, balancing, empowering, motivating. Now move your awareness up to the soft area below the breastbone, your solar plexus, your chakra of personal power. Breathe into here now, allowing the solar to soften and expand on your breath, and inviting the colour yellow, the colour of sunshine. Bathe the solar plexus with sunshine, replenishing, restoring, and nurturing. Let your solar plexus take what it needs. And now move your awareness up again to the center of your chest, to your heart, your chakra of self-development and unconditional love. Gently breathe into your heart and let it soften and expand on your breath, and inviting the colour green, the colour of spring. Bathe your heart into the nourishment, renewal and healing. Let your heart take what it needs. And know that you are greatly loved. And in your own time, move up now to your neck, to your throat. This is your chakra of self-expression, personal growing truth. Allow your throat center to soften and expand and breathe, inviting blue, the colour of a summer sky. Breathe blue into your throat center, clearing, opening, and softening the need for control, freeing self-expression and creativity. Let your throat chakra take what it needs. And know that you can express yourself freely. Now take your focus up to your forehead, between your eyebrows, to your third eye. This is your chakra of wisdom and tuition. Gently allowing it to breathe, soften and expand, and inviting indigo, the velvety colour of the night sky. Bathe your third eye with indigo, soothing, balancing, bringing clarity, insight and understanding. And allow your third eye to take what it needs. And know that everything is unfolding exactly as it should be. And finally, move now to the top of your head. Take awareness to your crown, your chakra of oneness. Allow your crown to breathe, and gently inviting a beautiful violet light, softly bathing your crown, balancing, restoring and harmonizing. And let your crown take what it needs. And know that you are one with the universe. And bring yourself back as a whole, back to the ebb and flow of your breath, back to your center, and breathe into your core, and know that you are perfect exactly as you are. Become aware of the air on the surface of your body and the sounds around you and in the distance. Become aware of the support beneath you and just take notice of how you feel. And just hold yourself with loving kindness for the beautiful, unique being that you are. And when you're ready, you come back to the room and open your eyes.
Thank you. That was beautiful. It was Zen now.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I've got Lynn saying thank you. We've seen everything Sam does is amazing. How beautiful is that?
Oh, thank you.
So we've got.
Thank you for listening.
Let's type something in the banner box. So if you want to connect with Sam, you know, you often post some really cool stuff. You've got, oh, hang on, that's the one. Right, the Chakra Room, which is your sort of business page. You share a lot of inspirational stuff on there, any events you've got going on, etc. So, I mean, we can leave a comment.
You can find me on there.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm on Instagram as well, and there's a community group as well, which is quite new. So if you go onto the page, you can ask to join the group. I'm putting a few things on there, a few little meditations on Sunday mornings I do occasionally, and things like that. So.
Okay, cool. So thank you to everyone for being a part of this and giving your energy, your comments, your feedback, your questions. If you got value from this, share it out as well, spread the love. So thanks to Sam for being a wonderful guest. It's so amazing to finally have you on. We'll have to do this again sometime.
Thank you, Danny. Thank you. And thank you for watching, everybody. It's nice to be on here.
Yes.
It is my first time.
Yeah. That's great. And what a first time it was.
Okay.
So much to everyone. Have an amazing Sunday.
Right.
And we'll speak soon. Bye for now.
Yeah. Lots of love. Bye.